War is peace, slavery is freedom, ignorance is strength, wrote George Orwell. Oh, and abortion is health care. For the Colson Center, I'm John Stonestreet. This is Breakpoint. Euphemisms for abortion abound. A woman's right to choose, reproductive freedom, a private decision between a woman and her doctor. The latest euphemism, one being increasingly used especially in political discourse, is, quote, access to essential health care. Recently, a listener sent us Planned Parenthood's latest fundraising letter. Between pleas to fund their organization and to fight the Trump administration, abortion was referred to as either health care or care a dizzying 15 times. The American Civil Liberties Union has also embraced the phrase, particularly on the signs they provide for their protesters, including at the Supreme Court. And in a recent blog post savaging the pro-life policies of the Trump administration by the ACLU of Northern California, the author insisted, quote, abortion is basic health care, again and again. It's almost as if there was a pro-abortion PR meeting, which was even attended by the two leading Democratic candidates for president. Another listener recently wrote in to let us know that Doctors Without Borders, one of the largest non-governmental providers of aid to victims of conflict and famine around the world, is now openly pushing do-it-yourself abortions in their work around the world. Alerted by a report from the Center for Family and Human Rights, this listener called Doctors Without Borders to find out if it was true. Yes, the representative said, abortion is part of the, you guessed it, healthcare services that Doctors Without Borders provides in numerous countries. I wonder just how many of their donors know about the partnership that Doctors Without Borders established earlier this year with howtouseabortionpill.org, which is an online community whose purpose is to educate and encourage people to use chemical abortions around the world. In an article explaining why they are so aggressively promoting chemical abortions worldwide, Doctors Without Borders slammed the Trump administration's global gag rule and insisted, quote, despite the stigma, abortion is a part of people's lives and a key component of, here it is again, reproductive health care. Our listener isn't the first person, in fact, that I've spoken with who's pulled their support from Doctors Without Borders. One alternative for anyone who wishes to support a group that provides only actual health care and medical expertise is the Christian Medical and Dental Association, which currently has affiliates in over 60 countries. Labeling abortion as health care subverts the very essence of medicine, and it uses words to dodge the reality of what abortion is and what abortion does. If you find yourself in a conversation about this, needing to explain the problem with the abortion is healthcare euphemism, our latest What Would You Say video is phenomenal. Featuring my colleague Brooke Boriak, the video explains 3 critical things to remember anytime someone calls abortion healthcare. First, the purpose of healthcare is to heal and preserve life, not to end life. For centuries, doctors promised in the Hippocratic Oath to do no harm. Abortion fails that test. Unlike real health care includes those procedures that are performed to save the life of a mother but that endanger the life of an unborn baby, elective abortion is the deliberate killing of an innocent human being. That's not only wrong, it's certainly not health care. Second, pregnancy is not a disease to be cured. When a woman is pregnant, her body is working as intended. She's not sick. Violently terminating pregnancy works against the body's natural healthy functioning, and that's not what healthcare is supposed to do. And finally, slapping the healthcare label on abortion not only obscures the meaning of the word healthcare, it obscures the meaning of the word abortion. Anyone wishing to defend abortion should be forced to defend what it actually is and shouldn't be allowed to cloak the violence using buzzwords. A very important step in making abortion both illegal and unthinkable will be unmasking the verbal tricks that obscure its reality. It's time to make abortion advocates tell the truth, and that begins with refusing to play their language game. Come to Breakpoint.org and we'll link you to our latest What Would You Say video. For Breakpoint, I'm John Stonestreet.